Hi everyone, today I have a dynamic flow for us to help build strength. You won't need anything but you and your mat. And so go ahead and sit down, close your eyes and place your right hand onto your heart, your left hand onto your belly. And just begin by taking big belly breaths into your hand. As you inhale, your belly will expand. As you exhale, your belly will contract. Again, big full inhale. And full exhale. One more time, big inhale. And full exhale out. Now repeat in your mind, may these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Place your hands back to your knees, open your eyes, and come into a tabletop position. We'll start by making circles over to the right as we shift our weight forward over our hands and then back over the knees. Warming up the wrists, hugging the belly button in, and change sides to 5, circling starting over to the left and then around to the right. 2, last 1. Back to center. Fingertips will turn to the outsides of your mat, and you'll begin to shift your weight side to side. Belly button still pulls up and in. We're working to wake up our forearms and to get some stretch in the wrists here. Turn your fingertips all the way back towards your knees and make those circles again, starting over to the right and then around to the left. 5 circles, one direction, and change it out. 5 circles the other way. 5, 4, 3. Keep pulling that belly button in. Try to press the heel of the hand down and back to center. Now your fingertips will turn in towards each other. So you're rotating inward on your hands, and you'll start gently shifting your weight right and left, side to side again. It may be very small. Don't worry about that. We're just trying to stretch out the whole forearms. Release, shake everything out. Come back into a tabletop position. Into a cat-cow. Toes tuck under. Pelvis tilts to the ceiling. Chest and head look up. Inhale. Exhale. Untuck the toes. Round the spine. Press through the scapula. And again, tuck the toes. Inhale. Look up. Exhale. Release and round the spine. Last time, toes tuck under, pelvis tilts up. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, pull the belly button in, tuck the pelvis, tuck the head. Return to neutral. We'll come into some scapular push-ups where we isolate the scapula or the shoulder blades. So the chest will sink down, and then you'll press up through your scapula to round your upper back. Dip down. Press up. Your arms will stay straight the whole time, and you're working to isolate your shoulders. Return to neutral. Tuck your toes underneath. Lift your hips up and back. Find a down dog. This is our first down dog, so bend your knees. Press firmly with your hands into the mat, and try to shift your chest back towards your thighs. Do not worry about how bent your knees are. Worry about trying to find length from your tailbone to the top of your head. Especially since this is our first down dog today, and we're working to just wake up the body. Inhale, shift your weight forward to a plank pose. Pull your belly button in, round your scapula. Hold here, breathing deeply. Keep sucking your belly button up and in. Lift the hips. No sagging through your center. Keep breathing and push the hips back up into a downward dog. Try to lengthen the legs a little more in this down dog. Release the heels down towards the mat. Continue breathing deeply and fully. Inhale, look between your hands, rise to your toes, and tiptoe your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. If you need to bend your knees, go ahead and bend your knees. Relax your upper body over your legs and shift your weight side to side to help wake up your hamstrings. You don't need to go super deep here. Now bend your knees and then try to straighten your tailbone back to the ceiling. Bend and stretch. One more. Bend and stretch it up. Bend your knees deeply. Lift up through a flat back. Palms will touch overhead. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms up to the ceiling. Take a big stretch. Pull your belly button in. Try to tuck your tailbone under. Lengthen the arms up by your ears as close as you can. And release down. Shake everything out. Find your weight evenly distributed between your feet. Inhale, arms will lift, palms touch, look up. Exhale, from your waist, dive forward and fold your chest down to your knees. Let your head go. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, left leg steps behind you, lower down onto your knee. Inhale, arms reach long and forward to lift up overhead into a lunge. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart to the ceiling. Exhale, release the hands, lift them back overhead and all the way down to either side of your mat. Toes come underneath, lift to a runner's lunge. Inhale, arms sweep long out and then up to come into a high crescent or a high lunge. Hold there, pull your belly in. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, look forward, step your back leg to your front leg. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides, lift all the way up, palms will touch. Exhale, release the hands down. Again, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold from the waist as you dive down and release everything. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, right foot steps back, lower to the right knee. Inhale, reach the fingertips long and all the way up over you. Exhale, hands behind the back. Lift the chest. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. Hold for a breath. Arms lift back overhead. Exhale, plant them by your foot. Lift yourself up to a low lunge. Inhale, arms lift overhead, high lunge. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, look forward, step the back leg to the front leg, and exhale, release. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sides of the room, all the way up through a flat back, palms together. Exhale, hands to the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, fold from the waist, release head and neck. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, left leg steps back, drop to the back knee. Inhale, arms lengthen forward and up to come into your lunge. Hold for a breath. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you. Interlace the opposite thumb on top. Inhale, lift your chest and your head to the ceiling. Exhale, release the arms, then sweep them back up and overhead. Hold. Tuck your back toes, shift your weight into your front leg, and extend your back leg. Arms will sweep down and back to the diagonal as you lunge forward with your back in a diagonal line. Inhale, rotate all the way up. Hands lift overhead to your high lunge. Pelvis is slightly tucked, back knee is slightly bent. Exhale, hands will sweep back down, plant them on the mat. Lift your right foot off and sweep it up to the ceiling in a three-legged dog, trying to keep the hips as square as you can and the toe pointed down. Lift onto your bottom toes. Shift your weight forward and pull your knee to touch your elbow. So right knee to right elbow. Release down, right knee to right wrist. Shift it across, right knee to left wrist. Pull it up, right knee to left elbow. And then slowly press it back up. Find your three-legged dog. Take a breath. Look forward. Lift your toe again as you sweep your right leg through. Step it between your hands. Runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Step your back leg to your front leg. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the sides as you lift through a flat back, arms up overhead, and exhale, release to your side. Other side, inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms touch. Exhale, bend forward and release down. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, right leg goes down, right knee drops to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, low lunge. Hold for a breath. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest and the head, look to the ceiling. Release your hands, lift them back up overhead. Back toes are tucked, lift up as you shift your weight forward to the front leg. Arms will sweep back behind you, diagonal line. Inhale, lift your arms up as you lift your chest, tuck your pelvis and slightly bend your back leg, high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands onto the mat, suck your belly up as you lift your left leg and sweep it up and back into a three-legged dog. Lift onto your toes, pull the knee in, touch it to your left elbow, drop it to your left wrist. Cross it over, left knee to right wrist. Pull it up, left knee to right elbow. Slowly lift it back and up to your three-legged dog. Shift your weight forward as you bend your knee and step it up between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Step your back foot to your front foot. Exhale, forward fold, release your head. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead as you swan dive up. And exhale, hands down to your side. Let's repeat that again. Inhale, arms lift, look to the sky. Exhale, forward fold over your legs, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward to a flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back and drop down onto your left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, lift up, take a breath here. Exhale, open the hands, press them back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, look to the ceiling, lifting the heart. Release the hands. Sweep the arms back up overhead. Lift forward as you shift into your front leg and straighten the back knee. Arms back on the diagonal. Inhale, arms lift back overhead, pelvis tucks, back knee slightly bent. Exhale, plant the hands onto the mat. Lift your front leg up and back to sweep it back to our three-legged dog. This time we're just going to do 3 crunches. So we'll pull in knee to nose, round the spine, shift the weight forward, and exhale, press the weight back, three-legged dog. Inhale, pull the knee and the nose together, lift your belly, and straighten the leg back up, down dog. One more. Inhale, knee to nose, shift it in. Exhale, down, three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Now step your foot up between your hands. Low lunge, inhale, look forward. Exhale, back leg steps to front leg and fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead, standing tall. Exhale, arms return to their sides. One more time, other side. Inhale, arms lift overhead, look to the ceiling. Exhale, fold from your waist, release your chest and your head. Inhale, flat back, lengthen forward. Exhale, right foot steps back behind you, drop down onto the right knee. Inhale, arms lengthen forward and up to your low lunge. Hold for a breath. Exhale, arms sweep behind you. Interlace the fingers, lift the chest, look up. Release the hands. Shift them back up overhead. Weight will go forward into your front leg as you lengthen your back leg to your low lunge. Arms sweep back to the diagonal. Inhale, rotate the arms back overhead. Tuck the pelvis, bend the back leg. Hold in this crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands right on either side of your foot. Pull your belly button up. Sweep your left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Pull it together. Exhale, three-legged dog. 2 more of those. Inhale, squeeze everything in. Exhale, lengthen everything out. 1 more. Inhale, knee comes into nose. Exhale, lift it back up overhead, three-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee, shift forward, step it between the hands, look out. Exhale, step the back leg to the front leg and fold in. Inhale, sweep the arms out overhead, lift to standing. Exhale, release your hands down to your sides. Moving on, inhale, lift the arms overhead, touch the palms. Exhale, bend forward, release your chest and head. Inhale, flat back, lengthen forward. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to your plank pose. Lift your belly up, press up through your shoulder blades. Hold it there. Exhale, bend the elbows, release yourself all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Interlace your fingers behind your back and lift your chest and head up off of your mat. Holding there, trying to press the tops of your feet down and release everything down. Plant your hands right under your armpits. Inhale, lift, squeeze your shoulder blades, cobra. Exhale, release down. Tuck your toes, bend your knees if you need to, but press all the way back up to plank and then lift your hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, look between your hands, step right foot, left foot up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, look out. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank and hold it there. Weight is shifted over your hands, belly is pulled up and in. Exhale, elbows stay squeezed in as you lower self all the way down to the mat. Again, hands interlaced behind your back. This time lift your legs and your chest up off the floor as high as you can. Lift a little bit more. Exhale, release down. Hands plant right next to you. Inhale, press your chest up and back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open the shoulder heads, come into an upward facing dog. Exhale, let your spine roll down to the mat. Tuck the toes. Press up to your plank position on your knees or on your toes. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. Pull your belly and ribs in. Step your feet up, flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, palms come together. Exhale, hands release to the side. Take a breath here. Moving on with our earlier sequence. Inhale, arms lift overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bow forward as you release your chest to your thighs. Inhale, flat back, lengthen as you look forward. Exhale, step your left leg back and lower down onto your left knee. Inhale, arms will lengthen forward as you lift your chest, your arms come overhead. Palms come together, bend your elbows, hands come down to the base of your skull. Elbows point up to the ceiling, take a big stretch. Inhale, lift the arms back up, straighten the elbows. Exhale, sweep the arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Lift your heart and your head to the ceiling. Release your hands. Shift your weight forward onto your front leg. Straighten your back leg as you sweep your arms forward to a long diagonal line. And then release them down and back into that backward diagonal line. Rotate the shoulders, lift your chest, arms come overhead to your high lunge. Bend your back knee and hover it above the mat, squeezing everything into the midline as you hold here. Keep trying to close your lower ribs together. Lift your arms to the ceiling. It's okay to shake. It's a lot of work on your legs. Keep breathing. Inhale, straighten the back leg. Keep the front leg nice and bent. Exhale, open up to a warrior two, turning out that back foot. Gaze goes over the front middle finger. Open your front knee back towards your pinky toe side of the foot. Flip your front palm to the ceiling, lift it up and overhead, reverse warrior. Beautiful stretch through the front side, the side of your body. Look up to your palm. Exhale, cartwheel those hands back down to either side of your foot. We'll jump and switch our legs. Inhale, exhale, switch, left leg comes front. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, switch the legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Beautiful. Plant the hands. Lift the foot up and back. Find your down dog. Open the chest. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, elbows bend, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Look between your hands, step your feet between the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. Exhale, arms to your side. Repeat that on the other side. Inhale, arms sweep overhead, palms will touch. Exhale, bow down over your legs and release. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back and drop down to your right knee. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, palms come together. Bend the elbows, hands will come to the base of the skull. Lift the elbows up to the ceiling. Try to close your ribs off, pull your belly button up and in. Inhale, straighten the arms back to the ceiling. Sweep them forward and behind you as you shift your weight forward and come to standing as you straighten your back leg. Inhale, rotate your arms up to the ceiling as you lift your chest. Drop your back knee down and hover it above your mat. Keep pulling the ribs in, trying to lengthen the arms to the ceiling as you lift up through your heart. Keep breathing. We're almost there. Inhale, straighten the back leg, rotate it open to come into your warrior two. Press firmly down through the arms. Rotate your palm to the ceiling, lift it overhead as you reach it up and back to your reverse warrior. Breathe as you sink into your bent leg. Windmill the arms back down to your mat. Rotate back to your runner's lunge and we'll do those switches. Inhale, look up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift and switch. One more and switch it out. Inhale, lift the leg up and back to your down dog. Pull your ribs in. Shift your weight forward as you ripple to your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the chest, up dog. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Look between your hands, step your feet up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms lift to the sides to stand you all the way up. And exhale, release down. One more time. We'll inhale, lift up to our sun salute. Exhale, forward fold as you release down. Inhale, flat back, lengthen forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank, and then lower down to your knees. Move your hands right directly underneath your shoulders. Extend your right leg back behind you. Pull your belly button in so your lower back is not arched, and then lift that leg up off the mat. Float your left arm up right by your ear. Draw your lower ribs in and try to lift your leg a little higher. Again, draw those ribs in, lift higher, keep that foot pointed down towards the floor. Toes are rotated down to the mat. Release your foot down, plant your hand, and shift your weight forward and backward. Releasing out. Bend your knee. Other leg. Extend the left leg out behind you onto your tippy toes. Draw your lower ribs in. Suck your belly button. Lift the left leg off the mat. Right arm goes up. Opposite arm and leg are extended. Pull the ribs in. Lift the leg a little higher. Keep rotating the heel up to the ceiling and the toes to the mat. Again, draw the ribs in. Lift higher. Lengthen out. Engage through your center. Pull it in, release the hand, toes come back down, and shift forward and backward. Taking a breather. Bend your knee, plant your hands, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, down dog. Take a breath here. Look forward, step right and left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up over your head. Exhale, release the hands to your side. Beautiful. Step your feet about hip distance apart. Find your center. Shift your weight all the way over to your left leg and float your right leg up. We're going to do that same thing but in a standing position. Hands come to your heart. Bend your standing leg slightly as you press your extended top leg behind you. Try to keep the toes down towards the mat, the heel up just like we practiced on the floor. Now, draw your lower ribs in, lengthen through your lower back. Put a deeper bend in your bottom leg. Keep bending it as you reach back and step into your low lunge. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Pull those ribs in. Exhale, plant the hands. Sweep your left leg up and back to your three-legged dog. Shift the weight forward into plank. Put your left leg over top of your right ankle. Hold there in your plank. Both feet come down onto the mat. Exhale, lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Step the feet up. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms lift up and over. Exhale, release the hands to the side. Other side, feet come hip distance apart. This time we'll shift the weight to the right leg as we lift the left leg up, squaring the hips forward. Hands together at heart. Put a slight bend in your right knee as you press your left heel back and long behind you. Keep drawing in the lower ribs, lengthening through your lower back. It's okay to wobble here and to have to fight for balance. It's totally fine. Bigger bend in the back leg until you reach so far you touch your toes down. Inhale, arms overhead to your high crescent. Exhale, hands plant to the side. Sweep the right leg up and back into your three-legged dog. Shift forward, ripple through your spine. Come to plank. Right leg will cross on top of left leg. Hold it there. Pull your belly in. Step both feet to the mat. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath. Look between your hands. Tiptoe your feet up and bend, cross your ankles, come down into a seated position, crossing your legs. Left hand will come to the outside of your right knee. Right hand will go behind you. Look over your right shoulder in a nice twisted spiral. Your spine should be lengthened and long. Inhale, lengthens the spine. Exhale, rotates deeper. Release the twist. Come to the other side. Right hand to the outside of left knee. Left fingertips tent behind you. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist even more. Really think about lengthening in this twist. That will help protect the spine. And one more breath. Release it out. Move yourself into the middle of your mat. Plant your feet down and then release your spine all the way flat. Walk your heels as close as you can to your bum. Plant your hands on either side of your hips. Roll up through your hips as you press your hips up high into a bridge. Interlace your fingers underneath your spine and press them firmly into the mat to give you more of an opening in your back. You'll really press your heels down and try to press your heels towards your face. So you're kind of creating this tension in your body. Keep breathing as you hold. Keep the hips high. Release the hands and piece by piece, upper to lower, lower yourself down to the mat. Plant your hands firmly next to your body. Again, roll up through your spine, pressing the hips up. Lift your right leg up above you. Try to stretch it up as straight as you can and hold it there, pressing your arms down into the mat, lifting your hips off the mat. You'll really feel your glutes and your hamstrings fire up here. It's really perfect. That's what we want to have happen. Release down and change legs. Left leg will lift up to the ceiling. Firmly press through your heel to lift your hips even a little bit higher. Try to straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. Press down through your heel so you lift up through your pelvis. And release all the way, piece by piece, back down to the mat. Your whole back will go flat to the mat. Take a breath. Walk your heels as close as you can to your bum. Grab your ankles in a C grip or a claw shape. And again, roll your pelvis up off the mat. Press firmly down through your arms. Create lots of space in your lower back. You are welcome to stay there. If you'd like to move on with me, plant your palms down on the mat on either side of your ears. Step 3 would be to lift up onto the top of your head. And step 4 would be to extend all the way up. You can come up onto your toes, press your chest towards the wall in front of you, and really open up through your shoulders. Keep lifting high, holding your belly in. Now bend your elbows, tap your head down on the mat, and then press back up. See if you can get into your back bend a little deeper. One more time, bend your elbows, touch the head. And press firmly through your arms. Try to straighten your arms all the way as you shift your chest forward to the front wall. Release your head, your upper body, your middle body, your lower body, all the way down onto the mat. Wrap your arms around your knees as you pull them into your chest and gently rock yourself from side to side, releasing your lower back. And then just stay in center and hug those knees in, creasing them as deeply as you can in towards your chest. Nice, full, relaxing breaths. Rock and roll yourself forward and up. Open your legs and fold forward. Just a floppy fold forward around your back. Don't have to point your toes. Your legs don't have to be straight. Just come into this floppy forward fold to release your spine and counter stretch that deep back bend that we just did. Inhale, roll up through your spine, close your legs, cross them underneath you, plant your hands, step your feet back to a downward dog. Look forward. Your right foot will come forward onto the outside of your shin into our pigeon pose. Square your hips off in front of you. Lift yourself up, untuck your toes. Lift your chest up. Try to close your lower ribs, depending on how flexible you are. Twist to the front leg, looking forward, and then reverse your twist, looking to the back. Again, lift your chest up, and then walk your hands forward. You may be able to come down to your elbows. If that feels good, then reach your arms all the way forward and release your head down. You may still be up with just your fingertips on the mat. You go to what level feels good for you here. What's a good stretch for your hips and your legs that's manageable, but still gives you a really nice stretch. Breathe deeply. We'll hold here to get a nice stretch. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands back towards your leg. Your back leg, your left leg, will come around. You'll cross it over your right leg. Wrap your right arm around your leg and find your spiraling twist here. Hugging that knee in towards your chest. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhales, lengthen. Exhales, rotate. Keeping both sit bones down onto the mat. Unwind, cross your legs, plant your hands, step back, down dog. Look between the hands. Come down onto the outside of the left shin. Shift yourself back, find your pigeon pose. Untuck your toes, lift your chest. Twist to the left over your left leg. And then twist open the opposite direction. Back to center, lift the chest up. Come down onto your fingertips, your forearms, or all the way down. Arms stretched, head relaxed. Again, let your body relax, your mind start to relax as we go into this cool down. Keep breathing as you hold here in this stretch. Just trying to deepen the stretch and relax more and more as you hold here. Inhale, lift up, walk your hands back. Shift your weight over to the left so you can swing your right leg around. Wrap your left arm around and twist. Again, both sit bones should be down onto the mat. Your spine should be lengthened. And see how much of your ribs you can shift over to the opposite side of your leg. Try to relax your shoulders, but lengthen your spine and open your chest. Release, cross your legs, plant your hands, step back into a tabletop position. Walk your hands forward, pull your lower ribs in as you release your forehead down to the mat. Your hips will stay high. One long line from your tailbone all the way out to the top of the head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And now we're working on opening up through our chest just a little more to end our class today. Go to where it feels good. Some days you have a lot more range of motion than other days. Just depends on where you're at. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your chest down to the mat. You can either leave your forehead down or you can place your chin on the mat and look between your hands, really working to release the chest and the armpits to the mat as much as possible. In this pose, our back will be arched. We're allowing that arch so we can open up through the whole spine here. It's a very deep pose, so do your best. Breathe into it. Inhale, lift, walk yourself back up to your tabletop. And we will shift forward and backward slightly. Cross the legs underneath you. Come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. We will end our class just with 5 rounds of balanced breath. Inhale to a count of 4. Exhale to a count of 4, always breathing in and out through the nose. Close your eyes. Big inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Big exhale out, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your right hand over your heart, your left hand over your belly, and repeat in your mind, may these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. May these practices heal and strengthen my body and my mind. Just take a moment, come back into your body, place your hands together over your heart. Thank yourself for this great practice. Bow your head down as a sign of gratitude to your body for all that it does for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.